Hi, I'm Teo Nikolakis with Audioholics, and in this episode, we're going to talk about the Focal Celestee headphone and the new Focal Clear MG. So, stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Before we get started talking about these great Focal headphones, I wanted to remind you that if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the Audioholics channel. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. So, why don't we take a look at these fantastic headphones from Focal. The Celestee is Focal's new high-end closed-back headphone. It retails for $999 and it sits under the Utopia, Stellia, and Radiance models in the high-end lineup. The Celestee is manufactured in France and replaces Focal's acclaimed Elegia as the foundational model in Focal's high-end headphone lineup. The Celestee continues the evolution and refinement of Focal's headphone aesthetics. The Celestee is as gorgeous up close as it is in the photos and videos. The headphones, I will tell you, that rich navy blue color is stunning, and it's new to Focal's headphone color palette. The company says that's due to them working together with a designer and product colorist. The aluminum yoke and the aluminum accents all sport a beautiful navy blue satin finish, and that navy blue color is really brought together with a soft copper accent that is throughout the headphone. Simply put, the Celestee is really beautiful. It's luxurious. The ear pads, ear cups, and headband are all covered in a semi-aniline leather. The underside of the headband has a soft suede leather, so it's really comfortable to wear even for extended listening sessions. The external ear cup grill has a circular finish and design that's similar to the Stellia. The design has an aluminum exoskeleton and a leather underside, and it really delivers this stunning aesthetic code that's common and unique to all of Focal's closed-back headphones. If you've had the chance to sample or to put on any of Focal's other headphones, then I can tell you that the weight and feel is similar to those. It tips the scale at about 430 grams, and even with extended wear, I found the Celestee's fit to be secure and comfortable. You notice the headphone when you put it on, but quickly you just forget it's there. I never had to worry about the headphone falling off or needing to adjust it after long listening sessions because it was insecure. The bottom line in terms of the aesthetics is with the Celestee, you get a modern, sophisticated look right down to the smallest details. As with all of Focal's headphones, especially their high-end headphones, build quality is just superb. The materials and the build. Focal says that once the 5 manufacturing stages involving the speaker drivers are complete, they're all tested and measured, and then the headphone is kitted out by dedicated teams to ensure the product's audio quality. Under the hood, there's a number of improvements that you'll see over the previous generation, Elegia. The Celestee combines some of Focal's latest headphone technologies. The headphones feature full-range speaker drivers. There's a 1 5/8 or 40 millimeter aluminum magnesium M-shaped dome. That speaker driver is manufactured in the Saint-Étienne workshops in France. The Celestee's design provides an acoustic treatment inside the ear pads that Focal says limits resonances and improves the sonic performance. Focal says that the choice of leather ear pads helps to extend the bass frequency response. In fact, the bass response is one of the most noticeable features when I began listening and auditioning the Celestee. Bass was dynamic, it was controlled, and it was really one of the initially appealing things things when I was listening to the headphones. The mid-range is rich, and as with all of Focal's headphones, as you can imagine, you get a wonderfully detailed sonic presentation. The Celestee package comes with the same rigid carrying case as with the other high-end headphones. The Celestee's case comes in a woven finish that's colored in navy blue and copper accents to match the headphone. Inside you'll find a 1.2 meter or cable, and that has a 1/8 or 3.5 millimeter TRS jack. There's a screw-on 1/8 to 1/4 inch point plug adapter so that you can use the Celestee with headphone amps. As I mentioned earlier, the Celestee is a closed back headphone. You can use it in noisy environments within reason, of course. It's not an active or noise canceling headphone, but it is designed to be used with mobile devices. The Celestee's impedance is only 35 ohms, so you can really drive this headphone easily with your mobile device of choice. There's really no dedicated headphone amp required to drive the Celestee well. So if you're in the market for a high-end headphone that's gorgeous, luxurious, and just sounds great, be sure to check out the Celestee. So let's take a look at the Focal Clear MG. I've been using the original Focal Clear as one of my reference headphones since 2017. The Clear MG has now replaced the original Clear in the Focal headphone range as a reference open back headphone at the less than $2,000 price point. Only Focal's Utopia sits higher on Focal's headphone lineup for open back headphones. The Clear MG is an upgrade of the original Clear. Focal's Clear quickly became a reference headphone for its sound quality, and Focal wanted to go even further with the Clear MG at around the same price point. The original Clear, in case you're unaware, used a 40mm M-shaped full-range driver comprised of an aluminum magnesium alloy. So after 4 years of research, it led Focal to a new material for the dome, magnesium, as the name implies. Magnesium has some really interesting sound properties. It has a good damping factor, it's extremely rigid, and it's very light. While beryllium is lighter than magnesium, magnesium is stronger than beryllium. And beryllium is what Focal uses in all of its flagship Utopia products, including these top-of-the-line 1000 series in-wall speakers that you can see behind me. Focal used a 1 5/8 or 40mm magnesium M-shaped dome driver in the Focal MG. Focal says that magnesium's properties delivered excellent dynamics thanks to its light weight while also delivering impressive levels of detail. Focal improved the sound in the new Clear MG thanks to the new driver grille, which follows the shape of the driver in order to decrease the space between the grille and the drive units. In contrast with the original Clear, whose ear cup grille was an aluminum screen, the Focal Clear MG sports a new and really cool honeycomb pattern on the ear cup grille that the company says is even more open than the original. With that, Focal says that their goal with the Clear MG was pretty clear: to go further sonically, bringing more dynamics and more detail with a brand new design at the same price point of $1,490. But that was when these headphones were launched in 2021. Now in 2022, the Focal Clear MG's price has increased slightly, and it's now $1,499. Looking at the Clear MG aesthetically, they are just all high-end Focal. It's immediately noticeable through the really beautiful chestnut color. The new color is accented, if you look closely, by discrete silver accents on the ear cup grills, the headband beveled edges, and the ear cup pivot points. The top of the headband is wrapped in beautiful leather, while the headband's underside is a soft microfiber, delivering enhanced comfort. The ear cups themselves are also bathed in a microfiber, just like the original Clear. The ear cup grills sport a stunning and distinctive honeycomb pattern that, again, Focal says is more open than the original. The Clear MG, unsurprisingly, sport the same high-quality case as Focal's other headphones. And as you'd expect, they come in the Clear MG's official colors, chestnut and mixed metals. The Clear MG weigh in at about 450 grams. They're intended to be used with a variety of devices, and they have an impedance of only 55 ohms. And that simply means you can use these headphones wonderfully with a dedicated high-end headphone amp, or they can even be driven pretty easily by a mobile device. To that end, you'll find a 3 meter 4-pin XLR balance cable, as well as a 1.2 meter 1/8 mini jack cable, and a 1/8 to 1/4 adapter if your headphone amp lacks an XLR headphone output. So simply put, Focal intends that you'll be using these headphones both with a headphone amp or a mobile device. I've been testing the Clear MG with the Monoprice Monolith balanced headphone amp and DAC. This sports THX's AAA headphone amplifier technology. The headphone amp and DAC have dual THX AAA 788 modules and dual AKM 4493 DACs. I played the Clear MG on my 16-inch MacBook Pro connected to my Roon Nucleus server, playing local high-res files along with Apple Music and Tidal. I have to tell you that the first thing that stunned me about these headphones compared to the original Clear was their dynamics. It's unbelievable. The liveliness of this headphone is really something to behold, and it's a marked difference from the original Clear. Bass lines as well just pop. These headphones jolted me, and if anyone has this preconceived notion that open back headphones just cannot deliver bass, these will disabuse you of any such preconceived notions. I was really impressed with the bass lines, the control and clarity that the headphones were able to deliver. The other thing that I noticed is that the sound overall is fuller than the original Clear. I found the mid-range to be slightly warmer, and the top end was, well, just as clear, but without some of the brightness that some folks may have had some issue with the original Clear. So, in summary, Focal's Clear MG is a new headphone with a new design with an improvement in the sound in a variety of areas. There's more dynamics, greater bass, and if you will, some great detail that hasn't been lost from the original Clear. And this is immediately evident as soon as you put the headphones on. Lower frequencies are incredibly rich. They're far richer with more dynamics and perhaps even a little bit more precision thanks to the new magnesium driver. And for the treble in the higher end, Focal says that they've improved this slightly thanks to the new driver grill, which follows the shape of the driver to decrease the space between the drill and the drive units. And with the honeycomb pattern on the ear cups themselves, the headphones sound just a bit more open. So if you're in the market for an open back headphone under $2,000, be sure to give the Focal Clear MG a spin. These are really some impressive headphones and make a welcome addition to the Focal high-end headphone lineup. And don't forget about our Patreon channel at patreon.com/audioholics. We appreciate your support, and you'll get direct access to us to ask questions or suggest video topics in the future. Well, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this brief overview of Focal Celestee and the Focal MG headphones. These are really incredible headphones that add to an already stellar lineup for Focal's high-end headphone line. So if these headphones are of interest to you, be sure to check them out in person and see if they're a right fit. Until then, keep listening.